There we go.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Stephanie, we're going to do this again.
Okay.
And the reason being is that here is the skill set rubric that we set up before.
Yeah.
And the reason being that Robin, my reviewer, said that it's very difficult to grade it when it's a 3-day thing.
Yeah.
So what we need to think is to revise it and to have it a 1-day thing. So let's put that there and have my cheat sheet here. Okay. That's 2. That's 1. Okay. So the purpose of the skill set rubric is the how. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what we did before was the what. Now the skill set rubric is how we teach the children the social skill. I mean, the social emotional literacy.
Okay.
So let's read over the learning objective. It says Stephanie will work daily with the children for 1 to 2 weeks at meeting time large group to teach them how to use the feeling chart. We will know that the children can use the chart when 6 of 11 or more than 50% of the children can label their emotions and tell why they feel the way they feel for 3 days in a row. And I thought one thing that we could think about, a question, was do you think we need to reword that, or do you think there would be like another time that would be best able to teach the children this? Because it's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes.
So circle time.
Do you think circle time? That probably might be the best, because that's like we have more of a time, and why else do you think it might be a better during circle time?
Because when the kids get there, they see all the activities that are set up, and they're distracted, and they're ready to play.
Right.
So they want to go play instead of listening to us. And then in circle time, we have everything kind of cleaned up.
Exactly. You
So-
know, you're exactly. That's what I was thinking. So what we can do is rewrite that. I think the learning objective would be that Steph will work daily with the children for 2 weeks at circle time and teach them how to use the feeling chart. And then I have some other questions I was going to ask, because I think because we have 15 to 20 minutes max for that. And we need to redo the skill set rubric because it needs to be completed in one session.
One session.
And because my reviewer needs to grade us, me needs to give me a grade. So when it's a 3-day thing, it's next to
hard, yeah.
impossible,
Yeah.
So we're gonna brief it. We're gonna redo it and have it like a brief, like a 1-day thing. And because we also needed, because after the modeling, then we have the behavioral rehearsal, and then we have the live coaching.
Right.
And what we talked about before is that we're gonna like stop. I thought a good stopping place, and let me have your ideas too, would be the behavioral rehearsal would be the stopping point that we could do for next week.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll do the live coaching and the let me see, and the behavior rehearsal. And I am getting so confused. Let's just okay. So I'm doing the modeling.
Okay.
The behavior rehearsal is when we come back.
Okay.
Okay? So I got all confused. So when we're going to stop at the modeling, and that's what we're going to do next week.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we can talk about the behavior rehearsal. And that's when you practice it in front of the camera and pretend that you're there with the children.
Okay.
Okay? And so I thought that would make it fresher in your mind. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, so I was thinking that we could collaborate and think about how we can narrow this down to one day. What would be some of your ideas? And here I have a copy for you. There you go.
We could just pick out 3 emotions that we want to do. So,
I think that is good. I think that's we're on the same wavelength. That's what I was thinking too. That it would make it more manageable. And then because we're going to start out with 3, and then how do you think we could build on that throughout the year?
we'll just add new emotions in every so often. Let them add something new on the chart.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was thinking, like maybe we could add like 3 a month, you know, or whatever you would think, you know, maybe a 3 a month, or because I think that's a good idea, because that would be short. We could do it to the point, and then we'll start out, and then we'll add to it. I like that, Stephanie.
Okay.
I like that. Okay, so we can add. So another thing that we need to think about is what 3 emotions you would like to start with.
happy,
Okay.
sad,
Mm-hmm.
mad.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
those are the 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Start out with ones that they're familiar with,
Right.
and generally throughout the morning they have one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
I
They
know.
rotate them, but yes.
Okay, so we'll start off with happy, sad, and mad. Okay, that is perfect. All right. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so in filling out the skill set rubric, we need to think about a beginning. You know, like what do we want to, the beginning of what we want to teach them with this, with the right here, emotional literacy. And so, so maybe here we also can change this. We can be specific and said that we're going to start them off with 3, with the 3 emotions of happy, sad, and mad. And that way it kind of narrows it down and it's specific.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Then, all right. Okay, in filling out the skill set rubric, like what we did here is I kind of like gave you, you know, some things to say. And so I was going to ask you, with your learning style, would you like me to be specific as to what you say, or would you rather it just be bullets? And then you can just make, you know, like here I said, happy is when you feel when your mom comes and picks you up at school. Sad is when you feel when you want to play with a friend and they don't want to play with you. Do you want me to be, you know, do you want to say those words verbatim, or would you like to say, you know, just but like a bullet form? What would be better for
Probably
you?
the bullet form.
The bullet form?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write that down. That's the way I feel too, because if you get them so specifically, then you get all nervous.
Yes, because then you can't remember, you know,
Right.
did I say that right? So.
Right, so we will go through that. Okay, good. So the learning objective is, all right, staff will work daily with the children for 2 weeks at circle time to teach them how to use the feeling chart. And then beginning with the 3 emotions, happy, sad, and mad. And then we will know that the children have learned this when 6 of the 11 children can label their emotions and tell why they feel the way they feel for 3 days in a row. So that would, so I think that clarifies it, makes it specific. And so what, since we're not doing not the morning, but and then what I was thinking that we could add to that is that after we give them the initial teaching about it and labeling it, then we can, where do you think would be another time that we could present it to the class that they could label their emotions?
Well, just during free play,
Okay.
we can talk to them.
Yeah.
Because some of our kids, do get mad and
Yeah.
get happy or
Right.
sad all throughout the day.
Yeah.
So, just to identify, to have them identify how they're feeling.
Okay. Okay, good. We'll leave it at that. That's set in stone. Okay. So here, did I give you one of these? I think I did. The blank one? Nope. Here.
I think you did.
Oh, I did.
Actually. Yeah,
That's it right here. Okay, so what would be the beginning that we need to teach the children? And we can look at the other one, yeah. Like, what do you think would be the beginning that we could do, the first thing that you want to do?
Well, at first, I guess we need to talk about the emotions.
Okay.
Explain, have them make sure the kids understand what the three emotions, or explain the three emotions to the kids.
All right. Okay, so we'll tell the children that we're going to talk about happy, sad, and glad.
Happy, sad, mad.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, are happy, sad, and mad. Okay. Then we're having a meeting in here. We're having a meeting. It's
I'm
right
sorry.
there. That's okay. We have a sign on the
Okay, we
door.
were just looking for a water bottle.
Oh,
Um,
is there any?
Arnold. Sorry.